Watching the Loveday Antiques race here. Pretty early in the morning. They've started early. We're up there now. I like the way you're dressed. This is my sister. Not yesterday. Tony. You can share it now, put it on big screen. Yeah, reverse direction for the track today if you're looking a little confused. Missed out on the motocross trucks. They started a little bit early before I got here. Apologies, but I set myself a fair bit of time. So a bit different coming back down the straight towards us, big jump and then having to come into the big U-turn, making people think a little hard about what's going on. Class 7 is back. I don't know, Sydney. I think it is. Is this on? Oh, okay. 1, 2, 1, 2. Hearing is there. Oh, now I can hear it. Now we're getting somewhere. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Reverse Direction Sunday. Don't get confused. Just getting organised here. Got our only Class 7 four-wheel drive here this weekend. Near standard condition. Had a bit of a problem yesterday, but fixed up overnight. Great to see. Morning, Scott. Oh, here comes one of the Olivers. You can tell. Very experienced punters, pushing everything to the limit. Being chased down here today. 6:29. Find out what the heat is eventually. Give you an idea. Oh, one of the Olivers is stalled there. What's going on? Oh, no, it's the end of the race, not stalled. It's all right. Reverse Direction. They've just finished that heat. Great bit of driving. You see, we've got the checkered flag over here today. Same as yesterday, but they're coming from the opposite direction. Great bit of racing here. Scheduled for today. Beautiful conditions. A little bit wet last night. Around the place. A few people got a bit of a car clean for free. Finisher for the Hall machine. Who's on board at the moment? I'm not too sure. We'll find out eventually. No need to guess who's in that car. It's a Shipton. Good on you, Wendy. You ought to sell that whale as a wake-up alarm. I reckon could make some money on that one for the Princess Racing team. Keep them funded. So we're still trying to work out who is in what car and when. I've just been having a talk with our timers. They've shuffled all of the cards again. So bear with us. We know most of the last names. as long as we get it out recorded, we'll be happy with that. Great promotion here this weekend for an opportunity for a whole lot of juniors to come out and stretch their muscles on the big boys track. I'll tell you, it's a great initiative. The whole rally driver licence and everything here for Loveday. Great initiative to get the youth. Had to wait till 16 when I went my first competition. But then again, you could get your P's at 16 back then. So we can see the Rivermaster and a few other crews getting ready for the next heat. There's only one driver in the orange Rivermaster weekend as far as I know, and that's Chloe Lahar. And here comes our last competitor in this heat, the good old Class 7. That's the Cowan machine. Whether it's Richard or not, we don't know, but anyway. Trying to look up the names, missed the action, that'll be right. Don't forget, if you want to have a look at this live there, Lyndon Wilson _ off-roader on YouTube channel. Should be able to find me all right. Find yesterday, so it's got all the programming correct. So it's a cow machine, great to see there back out today. The amount of challenges that's been thrown down by the juniors towards each other is quite amusing. At a young age, they're so competitive, coming up and discussing how many seconds one lap was compared to the rest. And if I was still out on track, I'd be in the front, and all this, and it's just been really great to see the enthusiasm, and well done to everybody involved with lending your car. I used to do it myself, lent it to one of my sponsors' girlfriend for the ladies and juniors years ago. It's a bit funny watching your car fly around the track, but also lent it to my brother as well to go race at Top Track there. Everyone knows him as Big Bad BD. Shout out to Big Bad BD and Laney at home watching us today. So if you see any cat comments, that's Laney, my 9-year-old niece, who we've got a Ford Laser we're prepping for her. We've got a little test track, 750 metres out the back, and if I can get this delivery, what we're looking at here, trophy car sent to my place, it'll be a lot of fun. Delivery. Yep. I wonder if they've got to sign a document for that delivery of a trophy car or motocross track. Wait for the heavy machinery to be back in place after delivering its load. We've got a few more lining up here. I reckon we've got the we might have Danielle Foot in the 638 Arcmate Can-Am Maverick 3. We've got the Rivermaster 213, of course. Getting a bit of motivational speaking there from Cindy Carthew. So it looks like the Shiptomobile has been fueled up, ready to go. So everyone lining up ready, waiting patiently. Obviously down the start line here, Tony just checking, make sure everyone's window nets are up or wrist restraints are on. Seat belts are tight. Just standard things that you might forget when you line up. A little bit of the pressure comes on. We'll have some times for you a little bit later on as well. There's all of our excellent timing crew behind me here, making sure every detail is correct, double checking all the time so there's no mistakes. We don't want any arguments down here today. And while it's a bit quiet, if you can hear us in the pits there at all. You might have seen on my Facebook page that I do interviews of drivers after the event. So if you want to be interviewed by me, put on the Facebook, it'll get you multiple thousands of views. I have a lot of overseas operators interested in my site. So I think just at the Mini Pave 250, I interviewed Luke Ersick, who's very hard to get cornered in a lot of times. Great interview with Luke, and that's had over 4,000 views now. So if you want your driver, your car, your people, just come up and wave to me and let me know, and I'll, after it's all over, I'll pack everything up and I'll come over and do some interviews with you. Great great way to advertise your team, your car, yourself, and get out there. As many of people lined up, and some people got upset that I didn't interview them. So last night I was pretty tired. The old, if you people don't know, my ankle is swollen twice the size of what it should be. And thank you very much to everybody that's been lending me assistance, driving me around, and just helping things out that I can get here. Supposed to shout out to Jet Tech, Corey Hayworth and team harassing us, and with conjunction with the Waitley family, say, hey, come up here, Lynn, come up and do something. So plenty of room here at the Loveday Tavern if you're going to shoot in and say hello. Interesting for me to look at the big screen behind us and see how much of a delay there is before it goes on there. Interesting. Up to the satellite and down again. Well, I'm looking above us here. It looks like we've got some jet streams, real jet streams today. Always very interesting up here in the Riverland of South Australia. Spent many an hour in between Berry and Renmark. Dropped in there yesterday to see the old original 5RM radio station site, which is my grandparents' place. So I used to spend many an hour in school holidays and watching the jet trails over the top here. Very common. We've got one shooting it out at the moment. Sit there and stare. Great show. How things have changed. 2 engines to 4 engines. Absolutely wicked. Even had 3 engines back in the day, if you remember the Ansett and TAA days. Yes, you probably guess there's no chance of me racing a junior category, is there? Absolutely no chance. There's that jet trail in the sky. So racing will resume as soon as everything's sorted out there. We've got a lot of cars that have been shared, so getting people in and out, making sure all the safety gear's on properly, your helmet blowers, you're feeling comfortable. Someone hasn't left a muddy footprint that you're sitting on. There's a bit of a burr going through the race suit. Not a pleasant thing. The old itch you can't scratch sometimes. So I've even got the Class 7 being changed over for another run here. And as Greg Bell timing, there's an eagle eye to see who's who, where they are. He's trying to check out who is in the car and who's not. So great job done by our timing team there. Naomi in the backup. I'll get it a smile eventually there as here's a note there. They're doing a great job, team. Absolutely. So down the start line, we've got the foot machine. So I think we're getting a few people come back online because we told everybody it's 9:30 we started today. So apologies if you've come online and realised, hang on, we're going for half an hour or so. Yeah, well, trick me too. I got here early to set up. Apologies once again. You're online, but we shall be on live for the rest of the day now. Plenty of people looking for a bit of fun yesterday. Tony had hot laps going after everything started, so the foot machine is ready to go. Tony says under starter's orders. I selected a gear. Rolling up to the start line, the Arcmate sponsored Can-Am Maverick R. Have to find out what part of Victoria they're from. Got an MT Maroon. So you can see stake off to the start line. Don't reach the jump. Turn left at the first sprinkler. Second sprinkler, and keep following things from there. Meanwhile, Chloe Lahar's on track. And the Shipton Mobile. Don't know which particular Shipton's in there, might be yellow. Start line now, who have we got? Just a little bit of smoke coming out the back of that car, and it is having been used this weekend, that's for sure. Mitch Herman, very determined, rather upset that he ran out of petrol yesterday. I think everyone was calling him Toby Price. I'll tell you what, it's not a bad thing to be called at all. And the Cowan Class 7. Thank you very much. Yeah, so that's Lincoln Cowan in the Class 7 we're looking at now. So I think there was a bit of an internal battle between Lincoln I'll see your name, and Charlie Shunky. So Charlie was in talking with us all yesterday and saying all she wants to do is to beat Lincoln Cowan, the Class 7, that's her total aim. So at the moment she's in front. So you probably see them right over the back here. It's all reverse direction, so they disappear down the hill. I'm not sure if they do go over the big jump or not, but there's a few whoops down that way. So they'll be coming back along the main start-finish straight. So we've got Danielle Foote, Chloe Lahar, Ella Shipton, Annie Galliford is driving the 134, Charlie Shunky in the 629 side by side, Mitch Herman in the 621 as it's numbered here, and Lincoln Cowan. So these are all of our juniors. Well, not all of them, they've split them into 2 heats to make sure everyone gets a fair run. So they've definitely got the long course prologue track open by the look of it, because nobody has returned yet. So you look down, we can see the grassy knoll, as I call it. Tony's very proud of his grassed area there. See the sprinklers readying it for the summer edition of Loveday here. Turns into full hot lap sensation rally licence. And here we go. Who have we got here? They're going pretty quick. That is Danielle Foote. Done a good job of not filming it myself, just watching from a distance. Yeah. Got too many jobs to do today. Sorry if you get a bit annoyed, but that's part of the fun here. So, Danielle Foote's opened up a big margin. Who's coming up next? Chloe Lahar. Am I saying that correctly? I think so. Oh, down here, Phil. And here comes Annie Galliford. In Matt Hall's Murphy Pro Light buggy. There goes the 90s Rivmaster. It is IRS, it's not swing axle. Annie Galliford enjoying her drive. As we know at the time as know it, it's 999 this car at the moment. Tribute to the late Trevor Copeland and his partner for many years. And here we go, this would be Mitch Herman. And he was so frustrated, he was going out there to fly today and he's doing well. That's Charlie Shunky in the 629. And have a look who's trying to catch up to her. Yes, it's Lincoln Cowan. He can see that number and he wants to pass. So internal battles. Quite a few of them there, which is great to see. Hello, we've got somebody returning by pit road here. Looks like we're going to need the Shipton crew to their pits, please. Or maybe not. Maybe they've decided on a whole new route. I'm not entirely sure. I don't know if they're entirely sure what they're doing now. They're getting back there. Yes. Don't know whether it's about tripping the timing or the story is not quite sure. But the Shiptons there coming back in. So as we're waiting for trophy carts, actually motocross trucks, you see all the crew down here discussing getting things done. And meanwhile, out on the racetrack, here comes the Arcmate Express. Danny Elfoot, two-time Fink ladies champion. So there's no fear associated in that left seat. Absolutely looking for all the horsepower she can get here today, and it is noticeable. So well in front of everybody. At the moment, I'm sort of looking back down towards the straight there, one for somebody coming around the corner. But at the moment, out here in the Loveday playground, the foot machine doing what it wants. Clean air, no dust. There was a lot of rain here last night, a lot. So driving in, there was no dust behind me in the car. It was, and going to be a dry day, as here we go, we've got Chloe Lahar being put under pressure by the 134 of Annie Galliford, and Ali gets past there in the Murphy buggy as you're watching at number 134. So Annie Galliford using the power of that 3.5 litre motor, only a 1600 or 1650cc in the Rivmaster. Oh, you can tell this one's 6-2-1. This is going to be Mitch Herman. He's on a charge. He's there. Dad, I want the Baja. Finish the Baja, Dad. Charlie Shunky. She's ahead. She might have seen the Class 7 looking sideways from corner to corner, because it looks like she's opened up a little bit of a lead. And have a look. You might be able to see, but Lincoln Cowan throwing the four-wheel drive around the left-hand end of the main straight there. Conservative over the jumps, because you have to be. That's a full-weighted 2-ton bit of machinery kicking around the track there now. Production four-wheel drive, not a lot of modifications you can do to those cars. Very standard. But now he would see Charlie Shunky in the distance, and coming back on the track, great to see the Shipton mobile. That is Ella Shipton. And on the main straight here, that is Danielle Foot. She's going to have some traffic to overtake now. But no. That's it. That's all her laps. She's done. Good job. Almost coming around to put a lap on the field. Now, not quite sure where she's going. Don't you love that when you're doing a live broadcast on your phone and some hacker tries to ring you from overseas? So if it gets interrupted there for some second, you know why. Unbelievable. There's Danielle. She's just having a bit of a sight lap there. So way out the back there you can see the Cowan machine over the big jump backwards, not quite severe as it is the other way. And having the adventure playground to herself at the moment is Ella Shipton. Sounds like we've got some cars coming back towards us now. Yes, it's Annie Galliford in the Murphy buggy. So this will be for her third lap of it. So that's the end of this heat for Annie Galliford. Well done. And flying along to the delight of her father Doug Carthew that's here. He'll take you for a rally drive if you come up here. Doug and his wife Cindy live very close to Loveday here. So if you've come to Loveday you probably meet these lovely people. See, he got his daughter out racing this weekend. That buggy has been around here a few times. Looks like Chloe's cutting a new track as well. SBH Engineering's future. Yes, it's Mitch Herman. That'll keep his dad Simon a big smile on his face. And that is Charlie Shunky coming through as well. Well done to Charlie. So we've got a drone up today too, which is excellent. And here comes Lincoln Cowan in the Toyota. And that's what the word was, as long as Charlie Shunky finishes in front of Lincoln, she's happy, so party down there at the Shunky pit. They're all juniors, of course, so that's all cordial. But there's plenty more racing today. This isn't it. We're going to go out there again. So on track due to mechanical issues is the Shipton side by side. Currently being steered by Ella Shipton. And the frivolity is started here at Loveday 4x4 Park. And coming around the corner, here we go. This will be Ella Shipton. Oh, Tony said, time out. You've had enough. Now next, these are the motocross trucks. Now a bit of a track adjustment going on here. You can see the motocross carts. Can't see them really. Only one there, you can see. Sensational bit of racing from these guys. yesterday. Led away today by the number 3, Steve Jones, 450cc RS. Just waiting for the timers to get organised there. And the re-priming things. Tony's been so efficient this weekend, we're ahead of time. Morning. See is Tony get in front and lead these motocross trucks off, speedway style somewhat. Being motorcycle engines, the clutches are very sensitive to this type of traction in the rear wheels, so in the interest of looking after the equipment, they get a rolling start, and it looks pretty spectacular all the same, I'll tell you. It does look good. So we can see Tony mounting his steed here. That is a Kevlar hat. It does qualify as a helmet. So Tony's ready to race. He'll get out in front of these guys, lead them down the straight there. So there I am saying, no, they're all going to take off in speedway style, and they take off single file. This is what happens when you're the commentator. You're a mushroom. They feed you a lot of fertiliser sometimes, but every once in a while we'll catch up eventually, see what's going on. Keeping me on my toes, you're definitely right about that, Greek Bill. There we go. Morning, Annie Gallagher. What we're looking at here is a one-lap shootout. So I remember Tony saying that he found a $2 coin on the ground yesterday, so that was it. He was going to run a dash for cash, and this must be it. Thanks for the information, Greg. Keep it coming. Great jump there from Steve Jones. Guilty. He could be on his way to a $2 coin in his pocket. You never know. Next, the 99. This is Tim Blanche. In world. So you can see it's a shorter track than what the juniors ladies were running before. So this is basically the equivalent of right in Loveday Tavern. So many variants and tracks available here in the Adventure Park, especially in front of us. Holding the pair on, making the rear dance around that long left-hander. Team Blanche doing a great job. Well done to Clint Lance. Next, we have the number 10. That's Matt Cowie. Famous name in South Australian off-road racing, the Cowies. Long history associated with the sport. So one of the sponsors here at Loveday is Move Yourself Trailers. That's the Cowie clan. So Matt Cowie, I don't think he's lifted at all. That foot is firmly mashed to the floor. Here goes Matt Cowie. I get some lap times on it. You know, next our interstate visitor, Buddy Crow. And he's representing Buddy Crow famously having a Jimco 2000, racing that around the joint. Really enjoys the Class 4 here. Class 4, number 4 I should say. And the orange paintwork, very reminiscent of his outright buggy days. Throwing it away, him and Jed Bramley having a great tussle there yesterday. So as we said, this is the 1 lap dash for cash. A whole $2 coin on the line here. Doesn't matter what the value is, monetarily people are going to try and win it. Buddy Crow slipping across the wet ground there. Throws it into the last right-hander over the flat top. Final jump. Well done. Buddy Crow. Great effort. Next on the start line, it's the mystery trophy car. Work this out yesterday. Sorry? Just Jen, thank you very much. Very much. Sticker gentle, that's right. Jessica's part of the Jet Tech group, is that right? Not part of the Jet Tech? No? So I am allowed to be mistaken, but at least I'll get conversation started. Jet works. Jet works. Right, what did I say? Jet Tech. Oh, right, yeah, sorry. Old school. Jet works. Jet works. Did I say jet works? I'll just say it again. Jet works. Jet works. Oh, I knew there was some connection there. Right. Well done to Jessica Gentle. Another Jet Works crew. This reminds me now, number 12. Here we go. Matthew Bannerham. He had a good run yesterday. Right up there. Over the flat top, great drive there. Thank you. Next we've got Jumping Jimbo. Jumping Jimbo, chef, and he's off. King of the big screens is Jim Ship. That's what you're enjoying behind us here today. Of course, he's got his class 10 over there, 1027 as well. You might see him having a rather big off on one of the reels that I put up there that Bad BD did here for the Loveday 400. Just a bit of a backstory that you'll see Jim stuck on a berm spinning his wheels. He had a complete off or two wheel, left, right, and then spun but didn't roll. And poor old BD had some photographers walking around wanting to have a bit of a chat, so he missed it. Only got the end of it, which you can see on the reel there today. Want to miss the hole? Jimbo Shep, the 27. Now 66. Clinton 4. The Hunter Riftmaster spotted machine. Told to turn the microphone up a bit. Is that a bit better? That's better? I usually get told to shut up, I'll tell you, but it's nice to be told we want to hear you for once. Thank you, Jody. Jody Waitley here. unfortunately missed all of that footage there. So apologies to the crew.
So if you're watching from home and you're saying, hey, he's not following the action, I can't see it half the time is the problem. The old sun's doing its trick, casting reflections everywhere, but anyway, we'll still keep at it. Number 2, this is Jed Bramley. His dad brought trophy cars to Australia. Tony Dawn's cars to start with. Both of them. Riffmaster and Southern Cross. So he had an outright victory at Wakery in Bramley. So Jed, his son, following in his dad's footsteps. He's a regular out here. Takes kids for rally drives, coaches them. So the Bramley name, well known here at Loveday 4x4 Park. So no surprise, Jed's wearing the national number 2. Number 2 in Australia, number 1, Travis Milburn. Car blew up or something yesterday. What a shame. He got 4 laps in. So Jed Bramley will be very close to the fastest time here. Whoops. Here he comes. Oh, great bit of speed there. And that is all of our motocross trucks.
Notes are up.
Thanks to GB Timing. And Naomi, we have a result for you. Fastest vehicle in the motocross trucks. Number 2, Jed Bramley, by 1.3 seconds over Buddy Crow. So those two that were putting on a great show when I first got it televised yesterday continue out there. So 1.3 seconds separating them on the hot lap. And very close to the rest of the field, let me tell you. So great bit of motor racing, congratulations Jed. So he'll be coming over here and his shout at the bar with the $2 cash prize. Don't know how far that will go, but you never know. What bar am I talking about? This one, the Loveday Tavern. Plenty of people enjoying all their munchies at the moment. Catering currently shut down, is it? Catering open or closed? Shut down. Shut down for today at the moment. We'll be open for lunch. Thank you very much. Lunch. Superb setup here at the Loveday Tavern. Plenty of room if you want to come down on Sunday. Come down for lunch, that's for sure. The road in, superb. Absolutely superb. See a car coming in, raising a minimal amount of dust behind it. The sand up here soaks up this rain pretty quickly. Absolutely bucketed down in town. So we know there's been a lot of work done to the road in here. I'm pretty happy to hear the Loveday crew too, that it looks like it's going to be mostly bitumised, the approach road to Loveday. Tony spends many an hour on the grader and tractors with the rest of the Waitley's tidying up the track on the way in here, and what a mess it was after the Loveday 400. I had to drive through it a couple of times, didn't want to, but that's the way that it goes. There's the approach road coming in. It was a little bit of an adventure driving in the 400 there. Cost me a front wheel bearing. And that's just in the drive car coming in. That was rough, without trying to be rough. You have to keep your momentum up in the wet, otherwise you get stuck. So well done to the whole Loveday crew and volunteers that have tidied this place up that you wouldn't even know it was that wet. In July then it was shocking. It kept everybody away in terms from a spectator point of view. In a normal road car you would not come down here today, not a problem at all. And that's how it is 90% of the time here at Loveday. So if you're listening at home and you want to come up here, come up there. Hot laps. I did hot laps last night for everybody. So plenty of opportunity to have a bit of fun up here at Loveday while you're waiting to be entertained on track. Last time we had live broadcast from 5RM up here in July. Shout out to Trevor Scott, who's facing an impending retirement. He told me, I hope you hang on for a bit longer there, Trevor. But seeing Trevor set up the live broadcast behind me brought back a lot of memories. There's 5RM radio up here, that's 90th anniversary, not so long ago. Quite a few old managers and DJs came from interstate to celebrate the Riverlands radio heritage. Of course, it was set up in World War II to be a complete relay station to relay information from Adelaide through the chain of antennas to get up to Darwin and interstate in World War II. How come I know that? Because my grandpa was head techo and was charged with that responsibility of getting the signal out. Was not a DJ at all or a presenter, but worked at 5RM to his retirement. So he came up here in 1941 to set up that relay station. So it was highly secretive to start with, but became a public radio station, of course, to justify the expense. So it's great to still hear Riverland Radio 93.1 on your SM dial when you come up here. So on the start line now,
going to be guessing this would be Ashley Foot. Bit of experience in the SPH Engineering Prepared, Bronco Power Sports, Nixon Excavation. No, this has been Nixon. What am I talking about? Read the blood, look at the car, Lyndon, and you'll work it out. 6168, read the number, you'll work it out. Yes, my hero is Murray Walker from Formula One commentary fame. If I'm not very much mistaken, yes, I am very much mistaken. So these are the big boys. These are the invited rookies, inverted brackets. Rookies because it's a new course. Full stop. And it's just been told, no, just hold your horses. Probably readjusting the track after the motocross trucks doing their loop. Fired back up now. Has Wayne Spit alongside their Can-Am Maverick R. So the camera to size adjust itself. Now under starters orders, Tony is said get ready to play. Here we go. Reverse direction. No, we're going the normal direction now. There's Greg Bell said they're keeping us on our toes. As Jody Waitley in the Can-Am Maverick Loveday 4x4 park machine gets on track. Next, the 623. This is the Bullant Racing. Now that's Ashley Foot in the Arc Mate machine. Pretty soon I got that one right. Now this would be Jai Hayworth. Super fast junior right there. Here he comes. The Oliver machine, the Yamaha side by side. So Clinton Oliver aboard that one, I reckon. So we'll just wait for them to come back into the arena. So they're being sent down the hill. They're back onto the normal prologue track now by the look of it.
And where was your
Here comes Ben Nixon. These Can-Am Maverick cars are super fast. They've won the Big Boys Off-Road Racing Series outright winners in these Can-Ams now. They are very much near the front. Overseas they can modify the frames extensively. Made them a longer wheelbase, slightly wider. The running gear pretty much the same. AC things fly through Ben Nixon. Down in front at the moment. But keeping the pressure on is Jody Waitley. Pretty sure Cindy Carfield alongside today. So here's the pink flash, there it goes. And trying to catch up to Jody, Jeff Brennan. And here's Ashley Foote. These cars maintaining pretty good distance and trying to catch all of these Can-Ams. Jai Hayworth. He's the fastest 15-year-old lad. Going to go for big things here. And this is Lachlan Oliver. Using the high side of the berm there. Bit of extra speed. Comes our heat leader, Ben Nixon, absolutely giving this Can-Am everything it's asking for, flat out, give us full throttle. Full drive, doing its best to maintain traction in the dust out here. Choosing the high line around the berm in front of us. Here is Jody Waitley. Comes into view. Another Can-Am Maverick. The Loveday. You can come up here and have a ride in that machine. They've got different vehicles available, different top speeds, different tracks, so every variety to satisfy your need there as Jeff comes through in the 623 and not far behind him
the Yamaha, the naturally aspirated machine. Coming around to complete his next lap. Here's a good example of mixing up your racing lines. Previous lap he went high on the boom. This time went at mid-level. And meanwhile, in the background, coming along the neighbours straight at immense speed, it's Ben Nixon. So you can hear Jody and Cindy Waitley on the neighbours straight as well. Go on, the neighbours have been using their watering equipment to keep all the dust down. Great to have good neighbours. Watch Ben just throw that can in there. Touches the throttle, lifts the front wheels just enough so they maintain traction and keep steering going. Very controlled drive you're witnessing here at the moment. A lot of skill involved with these cars, their speeds, making it looks easy, and that's a professional attitude. The experience there as comes through. Going for another lap. Put a couple of seconds up on Jody Waitley. You can see the difference. It's quite obvious. The trackside. You see Jody Waitley, very experienced campaigner around this track, that's for sure. Showing the slow in, fast out method. And the gentleman taking the high line. In some cases he can maintain that momentum. There's Ashley Foote, bounces into the boom here and boots it. And here comes Jai Hayworth. Almost stalling on him there on a gear change. That rattle you hear is the constant velocity joints. They're little round balls jiggling around in the place, and they wear and jump back and forth. It sounds like your gearbox is trying to explode. It's usually your CV joints. So speaking of exploding, Lachlan Oliver absolutely taking a heap of speed into that big, long left-hander. Here comes the Yamaha. Look for a big jump on the finish line here. Another lap to go. Now coming through is our heat leader. Have to do something severely wrong not to win it from here. Ben Nixon.
got hold of it there. But actually, I don't know if it is Mark. Could be Corey. There we go. Great finish there. Drive from Ben Dixon. With Smitty alongside. So Tony clearing the track there, getting rid of a few rocks that have rolled in. Meanwhile, his better half is out there racing and coming into the finish line now in the Loveday 4x4 Adventure Park. Can Maverick are Jody Whaley, Cindy Carter. Trying his best to catch up to Jeff Brennan is Ashley Foote. Bit of a horsepower difference between the X3 Can-Am and the Maverick R Can-Am. So both turbocharged. You can see Ashley doing everything he could to catch up to Jeff Brennan, but probably a little bit stifled by the dust. Meanwhile, in the background, our fastest junior, Jay Hayworth. Huge jump. Great drive there from Jay once again. Jai. So our last competitor on track. Naturally aspirated machine. Nowhere near the horsepower of the turbos in front of him, but that's why you can see him absolutely pushing the limits here. Lachlan Oliver. Absolutely punting that Yamaha. Looking for as much sideways grip as he can get. Great drive. Lachlan Oliver. Group 2 coming out next. Just wait for the all clear. All competitors to rock up. Got a few people changing vehicles one to another. You can
example is it here, right in front of us there, the 638, going from father to daughter? Possibly. Yes, very much looks like we can see the exchange happening there now. Everything you can say, the internet can hear. Don't sweat. Good to see you here, Mr. Waitley.
Yeah.
Next generation of Waitley here. How many we got here this weekend, generation-wise?
Oh, no, 4.
4 generations of Waitleys up here this weekend, putting on this show. Great to see you. Pretty happy, you having fun?
Yeah, always have fun.
I saw you walking past with a cage before. Any reason?
I had a bird.
You had a bird.
Yeah, I wrapped him up the back of him. He died overnight.
Oh, sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. Wow. So, you're looking for a bit of nature to land close by today. Fill the cage back up.
No, they got some chicken. Okay.
Gotcha. Rightio, here we go, Group 2. Group 2 lining up here, the 6622, which in timing reality is the 66222, being driven at the moment by Clinton Oliver. That's what I've got written down here. Now this car was the last car on track just before the previous heat, so very much warmed up the Yamaha, ready to go. Plenty of fuel. Driver and navigator looking very relaxed. Sitting on the start line, the butterflies always stir in the stomach, and if they don't, I'm sorry to tell you, but you're dead. The adrenaline is what the butterflies represent, surging around the veins. That's what this sport's all about. You will buzz with adrenaline through your body for weeks afterwards. Cleans the system out. So much good comes from going motor racing for an extended amount of time. So you can even experience that yourself with a hot lap here. Come out and have a go. Bring the kids. They can get their rally car licence up here at Loveday. We've all got adrenaline. It's just how we release it into our body safely to enjoy the benefits that it does create. Keep off the doof and go motor racing. A lot better way to keep your body happy and healthy. My dad was an adrenaline junkie his whole life. Turned 90 years old the other day. Hello to Dangerous Dale. Margot, minding my place today. Big 90. He still likes it. He just got another speeding fine the other day.
coming down the hill, Acklands Hill Road, where they changed it from 80 to 60 on him, and he didn't know. Bit of bad luck, not from being a hoon. Don't do it on the roads, do it off-road. Definitely. Buy an older car, you still get parts for, thrash the living hell out of it, get some experience behind the wheel. That's what all these kids are doing here. Their parents race vehicles this weekend. The only time I've seen an upset face is when they don't get to do all of their laps. Otherwise than that, these kids are really putting on a great show. They'll be out a little bit later. Not this heat. Oh, we do. Oh, hang on. No, we do have a couple of younger people in this heat. Well, not very much mistaken. Yes, I am very much mistaken. So the Yamaha, under starter's orders. And you can see we're back to normal track direction. So this would be Danny Elkfoot, dark flat to the 4, this one. 6, 2, 9, this is Flynn. Flynn Shucky doing a great job there, absolutely flat out over those jumps. The 1, 3, 4. That's Matty Hall driving that car. Now the Shipton Can-Am. Every time I go to have a look at the name, that's Will Shipton. Will. Had a chat with him yesterday. He's having a ball. Now to 783. Great little check for production 4-wheel drives. 6 Jet West, and he is a jet. Couldn't get the camera in my hand fast enough to turn, quick enough to watch him. But we got him now, and that's all cars away. Looks very much like it. So we'll wait for them to return to the neighbours straight from the back of the prologue track. They're all heading down towards the mighty Murray River. Coming back into the arena here. So the naturally aspirated Yamaha, the Oliver clan, doing their level best to keep ahead of the turbos. As you can just see the turbo here starting to catch up. That's Danny Elkfoot. There's lap 1 down there, Clinton Alder.
Here comes Matty Hall in his dad's buggy. Great deal of throttle control being shown there. Looks like we've got a bit of a problem here for one of our entrants. Mechanical dramas. Meanwhile, the Cowan machine completes another lap. The big Toyota. So Jet West having some problems mechanical there. Heading back to the pits for assistance. That is a good thing. We've got plenty of people here to lend assistance in the pits today. Lots of very experienced mechanics. Here we go. Clinton Oliver doing a great job to stay ahead of the Can-Am. The turbo machine there. Benny Elfoot. Closing the gap, but Clinton holding his own there in the Yamaha side by side. Just so fast and gripping up these new Can-Am Mavericks. Chunky getting through there, the 629 machine. And here comes Matty Hall. Shifted coming through next. Here comes the big Toyota 783. Richard Cowan behind the wheel. Limited wheelbase, the standard wheelbase, limited suspension travel, not much beyond standard. You can add an extra shock, bit of reinforcement there, but not a lot of mucking around to adjust this performance four-wheel drive car. Basically stop. You can muck around with the motors, gearbox. As long as you buy, there's different rules, different states or different classifications, but basically pretty much the same. And not far behind is our heat leader here, Clinton Oliver. He's maintaining a slender lead there against Danny Elfoot. It's a big Toyota, looks for a smooth line over the jump here. Not a lot between these two now. Far away, only a few hundred metres behind. You can see the dust that she's having to deal with. Flynn Chunky coming through there in the 629. Matty Hall trying to chase him down in the two-wheel drive. As the surface gets drier, the two-wheel drives become faster. Four-wheel drives lose their advantage somewhat. Wow, we had a drop out there for some reason. Satellite changeover, usually that is what is indicated with Starlink, going from one satellite to another. Only a few moments. Used to be up to about 30 seconds. So more and more of Elon Musk's Starlinks out and about. More satellites up in the sky, so less interruptions. Checkered flag being unfurled there. Why is that? Because Danny Elfoot has passed Clinton Oliver. And you can just see how the gap that she's put on Clinton with 7 Ks. That's impressive. So the dust was definitely holding it back. I see Clinton Oliver absolutely throwing the Yamaha around here, trying to get every little bit of speed out of it that he can. Meanwhile, coming through for a heat victory. And the Elfoot. Great drive from Clinton Oliver. Did his level best to stay in front of the turbos. Great drive. And here is the 629. Flynn Chunky. Great drive. So Class 7, still with another lap to go, as Matty Hall in the Murphy buggy. Chasing down the four-wheel drive. Richard Cowan driving. And representing the Princess Racing Team, PRT, you see plenty of the gear t-shirts walking around here this weekend. Will Shipton. Great drive, Will Shipton. You earned a Wendy Whale. Just waiting for the 783 Toyota, and we'll go to our next heat. Drone operator flying around there today. One of many drones that fly around here at Loveday on a regular basis. And here he comes, Richard Cowan. 2-tonner Toyota. Might look a little bit slow and conservative compared to other competitors, but if you jumped in your standard Toyota equivalent of that, you would absolutely be left in its dust. Super fast compared to a standard vehicle. Quite often in the back in the day, the long course cars, when Nissan sponsored the sport in a big way through Les Sivia, he'd be regularly the fastest vehicle on track, clocking over 240 k's on a regular basis. Very quick. These cars and outright speed, because you can't do that on the road, but certainly can do it off-road in an off-road race like we are running here today. So there's plenty of ex-Win Safari cars. They qualify to come out here. If you've got a logbook from an old car, might not be up to present regulations, bring it out. Tony Waitley will have a chat with you and let you know exactly if you need to modify anything to compete, but you'll probably find it's pretty much logical in terms of if your car's prepped properly. I can see, you can see, you're not going to go race a piece of rubbish, are you? So everyone likes to stay safe. Don't forget you've got responsibility to other racers out here. So I do know there are plenty of enduro vehicles very similar to that out and about in sheds. You've still got the logbook. Get in contact with Loveday 4x4 Adventure Park and you can have a bit of a chat about running in the 2026 season.
Excuse me.
That's you.
I look up at the sun.
Just having a slight break here as a few competitors get remotivated into their vehicles. This microphone up here on that phone is sensitive. You can hear everything from down below sometimes. Keep it entertaining, that's all we ask for. Now, I'm pretty sure this is Chloe Lahar in the 213 Rivmaster. I don't believe it's a Hunter Rivmaster, I believe this is an original Rivmaster. Race frames back in the day.
Not so easy.
Well, scary moment coming on. There it is. Oh, it's gone. Didn't get enough time to warn everyone. See, oh, we just had some Jetworks cakes, brownies, and thank you very much. The Jetworks team. After everybody up here this weekend. Are we having a water cart moment, are we? Looks like it's absolutely chock-a-block full, the old water cart. meeting. We're getting closer to a start. Tony's out there gathering all the competitors. We'll have a water cart after this heat, I'd say. Dust starting to rise, drying out nicely after the super thunderstorms we had here last night, mostly across South Australia. Shout out to all the friends and family up in the Northern Territory at the moment. Going through some extreme weather conditions. Let's hope that it stays offshore, the cyclone Tina, and everyone is safe and well up in the Territory. I've got direct relation, my late Uncle Scotty Lloyd went through Cyclone Tracy in Darwin with his family, lost his house and everything back in the day. So always thinking positive thoughts for Territorians up there this weekend. As you can be trophy cart number 1, but you can also do work around the track there. You can see Travis Milburn kicking around the place. Looks like Tony's getting closer to getting ready. Our starters, Mark, coming out and having a discussion. The official team here this weekend, very experienced operators. You see these black flashes going across the screen every while, a whole lot of swallows making an appearance. I'm having all sorts of fun here with YouTube. Sorry for not talking, it's trying to tell me. I've rotated my phone, which I haven't. Geez, the fun of live broadcasting, eh? Looking at the live there, it still looks good behind us, so we'll just go with that. That's fine. So that's the Cowan machine, the 783. And we've got the 685. Ella is back on board there today, so that's all of our competitors out there. Looks like. Like I said, all of the competitors a bit mixed up here. Apologies if we've got it wrong. But very strange. What's going on with my phone here at the moment? But still putting a signal out, that's the main thing. It makes it a bit hard for me to see what's going on. Anyway, it's first world problems. Here comes Chloe Lahar and the Riv Master, the Super 1650 buggy. And chasing her down, Annie Galliford. Hall 134 buggy. Next coming up to us, I can only see the screen if it would let me. I'd say this would be Mitch Herman. Thanks for the message there, I can't read it though. Yeah, so it looks like something went wrong there, maybe online with the... But everything seems to be okay, audio's alright, vision's alright, it's just my vision's not very good. It's partially like a blackened screen somewhat, so apologies. get every car in centre view. Got a bit of overtaking action happening here at the moment. So the Cowan machine has an overtake there. Nella Shipton. Have a bit of a chat with the MX trucks. Number 1 plate holder, Travis Milburn, is going in to construct these vehicles now, so they will be called MX trucks officially soon. There's a Facebook page coming up. There's a whole big series. So today is actually the handout of the national plates from number 1 to 5. So at the moment, with Travis unfortunately out yesterday with electrical gremlins, something inside of the wiring loom has failed and they cannot locate it. So time beat them unfortunately, so he'll have to hand that number 1 plate out at the moment. As we've seen earlier, it looks very much like the number 1 plate will belong to Jed Bramley if he can get through. So AUS plates 1 to 5 coming on, be presented this afternoon. And watch out for big things in the future with this MX truck class. As Chloe keeps Annie Galliford in her dust. Mitch Herman coming through now. The old original 621 X3. Can-Am up here has done many a lap this car around this track. Of course, SBH Engineering built most of the roll cages and prep these cars. Shunky going through. Flynn Shunky. Yeah, I'm getting all confused. No, it is Charlie Shunky. I've got it down the list here. Meanwhile, Ella Shifter and the Cowan machine having a bit of a battle here. And coming back into the Loveday Arena, heat leader, Chloe Lahar. Am I saying that correctly? I still haven't got a confirmation. No one's looking at me go, get it right, so I guess it must be okay. So Annie Galliford chasing hard, but not making up any time. If anything, Chloe has extended her lead in the Orange Riv Master. Here comes the Riv Master. A little bit faster every lap. Oh yeah, giving it a bootful there. Meanwhile, Annie Galliford has a look to see exactly what the gap is. Seems to be happy to rotate out there. No sheep stations on the line for a victory here today. Here comes Mitch Herman. Hey Dad, finish the Baja. Saw SBH Engineering. 24/7 hose on display down there at the horsepower. I saw a Baja on display, so I know it's on wheels. So Mitch Herman, determined to make up for his loss of laps yesterday. Charlie Shunky out in that car coming towards us at the moment. And as we know, all Charlie wants is to stay ahead of Lachlan in the Class 7, and she's doing that at the moment. Have a look here, Ella Shipton in competition with the Cowan Toyota. Pulls away the power of the Can-Am, the lightweight power to weight ratio. Gets a bite away quicker. It's left the best to keep up. Dust starting to rise. And you can hear a great amount of applause from the crowd and the pits as here comes our heat winner. She's going to be pretty chuffed about it. Chloe Lahard driving her dad's Rivmaster. I'm sure Doug's standing there saying, I taught her everything she knows. Well done. Congratulations. Next through, our next lady as well, Annie Galliford. In the Hall Pro Light. This car's done so many kilometres lately. It's still going. Great preparation. It's got a big Jetworks sticker on the side of that vehicle. Teamed up with the Hayworths, the Halls. Annie Galford coming in. Big round of applause there from our crowd in the pits for Mitch Herman. Future Barjar steerer. Can you tell I like Barjars? I want to see them out here, that's what it is. I used to have one myself. Didn't race it though. Congratulations, Mitch Herman, well done. Great drive. Congratulations. Charlie Sharkey, she's done it ahead of the Class 7. And next coming through will be Ella Shipton. She's put a bit of space on the Toyota.
Thomas Shipton. That's a scream of delight, by the way. That is the Wendy Whale. Excited version. Grandma definitely excited for her grandchild. It's great to see. Now we can cheer the water truck on. Some might say it's a little full. Go the water truck. Don't forget, you used to have the world's longest semi-trailer track record out here at Loveday 4x4 Park. If you have a look through the Loveday website, you'll see some memories of that exact event. A little bit faster than what the truck is at the moment. I can tell you there's a lot of water going on track.
Got just the trophy cup, you know, just let them do 8 laps. But you're not really needed for that if you don't want to do it. Come back, start to chill for the rest of the day. Thank you very much. Okay, mate. See you, Abby.
Can't take the boom. Takes the corner with ease. Mark doing a great job driving there. Proudly sponsored by the River Murray. trucks, formerly known as trophy carts. First imported by Rick Bramley back in the day. His son Jed, pretty much going to be wearing the number 1 plate, according to Travis Milburn, after this event. Looks like we're going to be having 10 laps, which is going to decide the national championship for these MX trucks for 2025. There's going to be a real influx of vehicles. Travis Milburn is constructing a whole lot of new ones, which are available to say. He's got a whole list of people lined up ready to buy these machines once they're processed and built. So there will be a website up soon for the championship. Travis is doing a great amount of work to promote these machines. They will have a proper junior and a senior category running next year. As I said, look for the website. Might see if we can have a interview with Travis Milburn after the event, talking about all of this. We'll put that up on my Facebook page. See the guys out there now. So the water truck is basically doing the MX truck track. So it'll be in front of us here, so putting a lot of water down, which will make it a bit of a slippery event to start with. But being a whole lot of sand or on top of limestone, it won't take very long to absorb into the surface here, penetrate. A lot of people loading up. Hope you enjoyed your weekend. This will be the last race meeting here officially for 2025. So the Loveday 4x4 Adventure Park will fall into summer mode after this weekend. They go and do some grading or recovering of the track pretty much tonight. Later on, tomorrow. Bring the track back to hot lap conditions as well as rally car licence conditions up here. Take a minute. So thanks to all of the major sponsors looking after the Waitley's this weekend, and thanks personally to Jetworks, Corey Hayworth. Pretty proud of his son being a team manager these days, Corey says, but I've heard a pretty strong rumour from him that he's got a new car which is being constructed. So look out for big things with father versus son on track. Just another family getting together to enjoy this fantastic sport of off-road racing. As I said, there's 4 generations of Waitley's here this weekend. There's three generations of the PR racing team here. There's quite a few people involved with the sport. A family that races together stays together is what I used to hear at the Speedway many times years ago. So more and more MX trucks. Trophy card is an official registered trademark name, so we don't use that. MX trucks. I'll get it in my head. Don't forget, I'm old school. Dirt Sports magazine, if you can remember that. Back in the 90s into the 2000s. Fantastic day when people used to still buy magazines. And the whole story of what the trophy cart started off as, but now being modified to MX trucks, next to Travis Milburn and team. So this is it, the series decider. It's coming down more or less number one plate. If Jed Bramley finishes as his, he's got such an unassailable lead according to Travis Martin, he will not lose it. But second through to fifth is still up for grabs in this heat. I'm not privy to the points myself, but I dare say you people let us know exactly what the story is. And once this water truck has a lap or so, one of these vehicles come out again. Never been in a MX truck myself, but I heard there are loads of fun. Block rear diff really gives you an insight into what a real trophy truck would feel like. All these guys pretty keen. Jed Bramley calling for assistance to turn on his GoPro. Modern day problem with race vehicles. Hopefully you can see him down there. Keep turning around, have a look at the big screen because I can't see my screen. Just cleaning some screens here. far away. The water truck about to jump flat tops. Tony Waitley's ready on his quad to lead these MX trucks away. Ten laps, I believe, is the rumour. And the water truck pulls off. You might have go time. And here it is for the Australian Championship. In the front's Buddy Crow, the number 4, serious title contender. Now you can see nearly every single MX truck took the Joker lap except one. Wow. Strategic. We don't know. But who took the one long lap? That's number 2. That is Jed Bramley. He's going to be wearing number 1 soon. Wow, way ahead there, but look at the pack coming behind him. Buddy Crow leads them in. Fierce competitor he is. Look at them all. Fantastic racing. Meanwhile, Jed Bramley completes his first lap. He can have a look there and they'll be looking, how did he get out there? Now Jed Bramley takes his Joker lap. Maybe he didn't. Miles in front of the pack. Buddy Crow leading them through. Nose to tail. Out in front. Jed Bramley. Jed Bramley still a mile in front here.
as I said, 10 laps. There's no stipulation as to exactly what lap you need to take the Joker lap on. But pretty quick, but putting in some really quick times. Buddy Crow gapping the rest of the field. He was only 1.3 seconds slower than Jed Bramley in the Dash for Cash before the 1 lap sprint. Buddy Crow. Doing a great job, man. That's Jessica Gentle that's chasing the field down. Only female trophy, got to say it again, what am I, MX truck competitor. Now, what has happened here? Out in the middle of the course, we have Jed Bramley pulled up behind Tony Waitley. Not entirely sure what he's doing here, but he's bringing the field together. And they're away. Jed Bramley now takes his Joker lap. So do a whole lot of others. This is very confusing to commentate, but great entertainment to watch. Buddy Crow straight out the front there. Jed Bramley out in front of Matthew Batterham there, and he's gone over and up. Jessica Gentle. Now the front, Buddy Crow, the number 4.
teeth after being in the lead by so long. Apologies if the vision's a bit funny. I can't see my screen. Have a look there, buddy. Throw out in front, number 4. Steve Jones behind, and then Ted Bramley is catching up. Buddy Crow definitely looking up the lead here. Absolutely. Buddy Crow comes through. And there's Ted Bramley. That's the top 3. Oh, battling it out there for the Australian single-digit plates. Yeah, well done, Buddy Crow. Great finish there. Steve Jones going into second, and Jed Bramley making up for a little lost time being glued together. Great entertainment once again from these MX trucks. Matthew Matteram through. Kelly through. Jessica Gentile through. And 66. Moore finishes with no bonnet. So a great race here by all of these MX trucks. What a great show there, the MX trucks. Going to be getting bigger and better every year now. The creation of this specific series to showcase these vehicles. So we've got plenty of media. Then that's Travis Milburn taking some pictures. To get an interview with Travis afterwards. He came up and had a quick chat with us before about what's going on with these vehicles in the future. He'll be the principal organiser for a whole lot of racing next year, so if you want to look up Travis Milburn on the internet there, he'll have a bit of a chat about how to get you into this series next year. Motocross trucks, MX trucks. We'll get the official name and everything set it out there soon enough. But great job. Good show from these vehicles there. Exciting, close racing the whole weekend. Not too many of them had any problems. So definitely fantastic to see them all go back. Well done. Internet there. That concludes our coverage for this weekend for 2025 at Loveday 4x4 Adventure Park. Thanks very much to Jetworks for bringing us up here this weekend, and the Waitley family for hosting such a fantastic event. So we shall see you soon. Thanks for watching.